Good morning and welcome to World Business Report. In a minute, we'll have more on India's shock decision to put up interest rates. But first, for now, the tap stays on. The chairman of the US Federal Reserve, Ben Bernanke, took the world by surprise on Wednesday as he announced that the cheap money the central bank has been pumping into the economy will keep flowing at a rate of $85 billion a month. Economists and investors had predicted that so-called tapering would start this week, whereby the amount of money would be gradually cut. The surprise has sent stock markets around the world rallying. But as Michelle Fleury explains, for many ordinary Americans, that era of cheap money, it's already come to an end. The investment bank JP Morgan's been fined $920 million by US and UK regulators. That's over that London whale trading scandal. The fine relates to $6 billion of loss racked up over those London whale trades. The bank will pay the money out to 4 separate regulators, including about $220 million to the UK's Financial Conduct Authority. Traders at the bank's London office built up huge losses in derivative trades at the beginning of last year. Well, 2 former JP Morgan traders face criminal charges in the US. Emma Simpson has a story. Just a week ago, India's new central bank governor Raghuram Rajan was being hailed as a superhero and a saviour of the Indian economy. Today, people are asking if they've got him all wrong. Markets surged earlier this month when he loosened up banking rules and put in measures to attract foreign investment. But today, the Mumbai stock market Sensex index plunged after he raised interest rates by 0.25%. They now stand at 7.5%. The reason it's such a shock is that economists were expecting him to keep policy steady. Some were even expecting a rate cut. The problem Rajan faces is that he's being pulled in different directions. On the one hand, inflation is cripplingly high for consumers at over 6% due to high food and fuel prices. But on the other hand, businesses and the government want lower rates because they want to stimulate the economy through investment. So in essence, Rajan's task is to find the right balance of controlling rising prices and boosting growth. As our reporter in Mumbai, Samir Hashmi, explains. Fashion stores battling to take advantage of any economic revival in Europe may cast a jealous eye over their online rival ASOS today. While may struggle to add just a couple of % to their sales, the UK-based online retailer has announced a staggering 49% rise in sales over the past 3 months. The company, founded in 2000, is now worth nearly $7 billion after a doubling of its share price in the last year. Here's our Europe business correspondent, Nigel Cassidy. Now, to sum up some of our other stories, the Japanese businessman credited with transforming Nintendo into a world-leading video games company has died aged 85. Hiroshi Yamauchi ran the company from 1949 until 2002 and was its largest shareholder at the time of his death. And BlackBerry is poised to cut up to 40% of its workforce. That's according to the Wall Street Journal. The struggling phone maker says the layoffs will occur by the end of this year and will happen across all departments. It could affect around 5,000 workers. It comes amid pressure for BlackBerry to adapt to the industry amid that fierce competition from the likes of Apple and Samsung. Now, before we go, a quick look at the markets, and the European markets and the FTSE all down, a little bit pausing for breath after those big rises we saw earlier this week when the Federal Reserve said it was going to keep pumping money into the US economy. Well, that's all the time we have for now. In a minute, we have Sports Today. See you later.